Hello and welcome back to Crackpot Sports. Today we're going to talk about Fernando Tatis Jr. and his 14-year, $340 million contract extension. At first, I wasn't going to talk about it. This happened a few days ago, and I was just going to like, as a Padre fan, I'm just going to, this is great. This is fantastic. I love what the Padres have done the last couple of years. It is fun to be a Padre fan. Again, I've been a Padre fan since day one, back in 1969, and it's just been a long, bumpy road as a Padre fan. But then you start seeing people say, the talking heads, the experts, so-called experts, saying how this was a bad move for the Padres. I don't know how keeping a young, fantastic player like Fernando Tatis Jr. locked up for 14 years is a bad thing after we've seen so many players on the Padres leave and we're left with the bottom dwellers of players. I mean, I hate to be that rude, but again, when you're at the bottom of the, division, you've been terrible for most of your history. How could this be a bad thing that the Padres are obtaining talent and keeping it? Then you have people say it was bad for baseball. This one just blew me away. How? Because God forbid a small market team have great talent. It should be in the big markets like New York and Los Angeles so everyone can see them. Well, you know what? Everyone can see them. And, it doesn't seem to hurt the NFL that they have great players on almost every team. That your Green Bays, your Pittsburghs, your Kansas Cities, Seattle's, those small market teams seem to be able to compete, not only compete, but have franchise players that they want to keep. Even though my Padres are out there spending money like crazy, I still believe there should be a salary cap in baseball. I'm not going to go into it right here, but I do believe there should be some kind of cap in the game. Now, they're in the division with the Dodgers. What are they supposed to do? Not spend any money and just have the Dodgers win year after year after year because they can spend more money than anybody? Come on now. That was a stupid take by a lot of people saying that because it doesn't make sense. It helps baseball. It helps baseball to have great players in the smaller markets because when I was a kid, I wanted to see the Pirates. I wanted to see the Reds. I wanted to see the Oakland A's. I wanted to see those small market teams because they had great players. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So Padres, keep doing what you're doing. And again, people go, well, how can they spend all this money? Well, remember, not only have we lost great players, we lost the whole football team because of a bad ownership. So the only game in town is the Padres. So they can get that money that people used to spend on the Chargers to the Padres. They're going to make money. And they're going to be successful. And they're going to sell merchandise. So anyway, for those talking heads out there that just say stupid thing after stupid thing. And also, I should give you Scott Eric credit on Twitter, and I'll put his Twitter handle in here, that he made a great point. What about Ken Griffey Jr.? He played for Seattle and Cincinnati, and somehow we all knew who Ken Griffey Jr. was. So there I go. Thanks again for watching. Tell a friend. We'll be back in a couple days. But anyway, it wasn't a bad move by the Padres. I'm out, guys. Bye.